aired down here. These 37 by 12 50s. By 12 50s, 17s. We're going to air them down to about 12. So they'll go down to. Getting the JL aired down. And you'll still be done before we are, won't you?
Well, them little tires probably.
Alright, here we go. Maybe we should put it in 4 low. Neutral. Now it should crawl a little easier. What was that? Hit a differential? Is the bolt sticking out of it? So Lane said this is real rocky to begin with, and then it'll smoothen out toward the top. So.
Tire on that rock up there.
Now the winch is dirty. Old Creek, Lake. Oh, that's a pretty little piece of water.
Yeah, look at that.
Non-obstacle sections of the Rubicon are like.
Oh, cool.
Pretty.
So pretty. Wow.
The next model, you'll think of that too. I'll spot you to this next one, and then there's nothing else like this. It's pretty easy after this.
Huh?
And this is why you bring your chainsaw, just in case something like that's laying across the trail. This little creek road driving by is just really beautiful. Not too big, not too small. This is kind of remote. This, you know, with that obstacle back there, that really limits what vehicles can come back here. We've got one Jeep on 33s. The lead Jeep's on 33s with no lockers. This Jeep in front of us, this JL, is on 35s, of course, with lockers. And our JK here, this white one, is on 37s with lockers. Didn't use lockers back there, but I did ground out a couple times. I think I drug a differential going over those spots. So, you know, some body armor would be good. But, you know, there's no place to turn around if you're passing somebody too on this trail. This is kind of a tight trail. You'd be backing up quite a ways. And here the creek's running right down the middle of the road. This is a real pretty day here. It's mid-October. The air's crisp and clean, and we're wearing long sleeves but don't really need a jacket. It's pretty green in here. The beetle kill's pretty minimal, or non-existent almost, it looks like in some areas. But of course, big areas in Colorado, there's a lot of beetle kill. And if you're wheeling, you need to be taking your chainsaw with you, because there's a good chance you'll have trees falling, even on a trail that gets a lot of frequent travel. So well, this tree will be able to get around, it looks like. Whoops. I hooked it inside my back rim. That'll rip the valve stem off right there. I gotta be careful here. Let's back up.
Do you need help?
So let's just make sure that didn't wreck our valve stem. I'm not worried about the wheels, but I want to make sure it didn't damage the valve stem. That looks okay. Can't see nothing here. We're just going to drive, and if it starts to sound expensive, we'll stop.
I sound like broken glass.
It's a license plate.
Okay, so Don just spotted a license plate that we drove over. We almost didn't stop, but I think it's my buddy's. Yeah, yep. Okay. That'll save him a few bucks. And this is actually one of the reasons on ours we put this cable on here. Just in case it does fall off, it'll at least swing and hang down. It might get beat up, but we'd probably hear it if we were four-wheeling. And then we knew it fell off, so. We're gonna get some Colorado pinstripe in here. Oh, but it's a Jeep. If it gets scratched, I shouldn't be sad, right? That's what it's for. Do you think a moose would live in this tight canyon?
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. Wow. That's a view.
See any misses?
Don't see any mooses in the beaver pond.
Misses. Yeah, well, we were just looking at this, and the situation just looks like the water should be running that way out into the valley, but it's actually running this way, and it's just kind of funny. So it's kind of an optical illusion. There's Lane's LJ. And there's Dave's JL.
That rock for a ride. What's over here? You know, after I hit that log back there, I got out to see if it had done anything to the fender, I'm looking at the Jeep and no, I don't see any damage. I didn't really pay attention to the log. But it's fine.
It pulled it over just enough that my back tire hooked it, and it hooked it right in the middle of the wheel. And I thought, I'm gonna rip the valve stem off.
That's crazy. But aren't you supposed to have a license plate?
Yes, I am supposed to have a license plate.
Oh shit.
You're gonna have to go back.
Oops. Oh.
I might be able to help you out.
Serious?
Oh!
Where did it come off?
By the tree? Yeah, right after that tree, I guess.
It was a little ways after it, but yeah.
Yeah.
It was laying just face up right in the middle of the trail.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Saved me some CDOT money. Yeah. But I wonder what did I...
That's what we were wondering, because it was kind of in the middle of the road and there was no branches or trees or rocks.
Yeah, unless it,
Just somehow snapped off.
Unless that rattled forward and knocked it off somehow. Could that happen? Lane.
Yeah, I should have. You might have had the right action going on with the Jeep.
Now we left that little spot. I think we're headed northeast now, and we're kind of headed back toward Taylor Reservoir. That is a low roof, isn't it? Maybe it's taller inside, but that is a low building. So we just came out here. There's Taylor Reservoir over there. We're going to head north toward Tincup. There's fish in that little pond right there.
oh yeah.
Some neat old buildings here. Cumberland Pass, Mirror Lake,
The church. It's cool.
Tincup Town Hall, built in 1903. Also a church. Let's just look at this sign here. We're sort of going south. Now we're pointing east, and what does it say here? Tincup Pass 7 miles. All right, let's go. A lot of cool log cabins here, huh? Like with old chinking on them. Legit, yeah. That old fireplace, all made out of stone and concrete. That's crazy. Tincup Pass 7 miles.
Firewood just laying there, Eric.
Yeah. Wow. This is no joke. This is not avalanche here. This is wind. no joke. Here we're turning left off to Garden Basin Trailhead. It's not a small lake, is it? It's a big lake. Mirror Lake. At 11,000 feet.
Fish.
It's fish residence.
Tries. Creek crossing. Yay. I like creek crossing.
Well, so far this road has been, I don't know, we're about a mile above Mirror Lake. The rocks have gotten bigger, it's gotten bumpier, a little slower going. Definitely need a higher clearance vehicle to make this work.
Yeah, I just realized, man, that's fine there. I just realized I just pulled off on the old route, which is harder than the newer route. Yes, my app showed that we were going in a different direction and alerted me.
Isn't this what we wanted to do?
That's totally up to you guys. Probably lockers required.
Oh, I thought you said this is just like half a mile.
It's not real long.
It's a Jeep coming down. Right up there.
Twinkie, looks like a Twinkie of yours, Dave, coming down a blue Rubicon.
It doesn't matter now.
This wheelbase might help him here. I don't know if it'll clear. I don't know if it'll clear that with those. It might.
If he puts a tire there and a tire there, he should be okay, right?
Yeah, just like I did, right?
You just straddled that notch.
I think it's going to hang up too hard on that side, isn't it? Yeah. Too long. Yeah, try that. Let's see if we can get to clear that.
He'll come up now if he can get traction.
Let's down it too hard. Maybe
Oh,
Get it.
wow.
Oh, there you go. Well, what?
Yeah, that.
Missed the center though. Oh, you have this center up. Yeah.
It's on the tie rod, or that's a sway control shock.
Oh, I didn't see that. I think. I'm fired. Oh yes, no wonder. Yeah, you can't go back.
Okay.
Sorry, Dave. I was just worried about getting him through right there.
I'm just glad it wasn't me.
Alright. Oh. Yeah, I took out the stabilizer.
Yeah, the stabilizers. We're gonna have to take that off. What about what's behind there, though?
I'm gonna go on the other side so I can watch this. Ready? As you come up, go that way. That's all you needed. Perfect. Now come over here a little more. There you go.
Oh, Don's gonna do it. Sweet.
You want to spot her, or you want me to?
It's up to you. I can spot her if you'd rather. If you want me to do that.
If something
Would you
goes
like to-
wrong, it's a long ride home if I spot her and something goes wrong.
I was just gonna say.
Well,
I need to be the spotter. He's in the Jeep.
Yes.
I didn't even
That-
record that. It was
I
not
get a lot of
video.
stuff on my shoulders, so why not?
It would be a long ride. home.
Yes.
You got lockers on? You got lockers? Lock it up. Stranger things have happened. You're a little higher, except your steps might get you.
Now have her come passenger, yeah?
I don't want her to hit that rock right. Yeah, there you go.
Locker.
Front locker. Just hit the bottom one again.
Oh, didn't have the front locker in? Rats. That might have cost her some mow. That's right. It's starting.
Whoa, okay. There you go.
You're on the bench, Eric.
Yeah. That's okay.
Stay right there. Keep it straight. Barely gonna miss the rear dip. Barely. 35 wouldn't have done that. A little bit toward me. You wanted the tire shop tomorrow. More driver. Come on up. Come on up.
Well, we ruined your front sway bar or sway shock.
You're good. You're doing great.
Did you see it? Yeah, it's ruined. We might have to take it off.
Nice job, Don. Nice job.
Excellent.
Yeah, nice control. You're doing great. There you go.
Notice I said we ruined it.
Nice driving. Perfect.
I mean, you were the one driving.
It was a
So after those obstacles, we got our 3 Jeeps through. We helped another guy get through on 33s, Rubicon, TJ, but it was a standard and he pulled it off. Pretty good driver. And but the rest is kind of just rough. So far, we're gonna find out what the rest of it looks like. So in case you're wondering, this was kind of a not a bypass really, but kind of a spur off the main road that goes to the pass. And it's just kind of a little 4-wheel drive challenge, but it meets back up with the main road here just in a little bit.
Call that question mark mountain. Look at the question mark in the snow. They're made out of snow.
That's funny.
That's the brand right there, right?
Yeah.
Rock Slide. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, rock slide.
So this comes out of those slots or those tabs and folds up.
Oh.
And then these fold in.
I
And
know
this
they make
drops
some other-
down.
Click like it latched on
Yeah.
something? Okay.
It latches. It still rattles, but it latches. The whole thing it takes up about, I think it's 1.5 or 1.25
Yeah, that's
inch
not
and a
much.
quarter. Inch and a quarter.
It's less than
It
2
fits
inches.
right in that recess of the back.
Hancock Pass. At least we're working our way up there.
Not that rocky, it's kind of short. It's only 2 miles.
Is that all it was? Seems like freaking forever.
Challenge. Yeah. Pay attention. Pay attention. And it's really just a reminder.
You want me to stand on the brake? Let me stand on the brake. Hold on.
Set the brake, didn't it?
Yeah.
It don't matter. Stand on the brakes. As you come up, go that way a little bit. Okay. Watch me. Okay.
The back tire is hitting the frame.
Oh, shucks.
Just a touch.
Not quite.
Just go back down and you're pulling over to that side already.
Yeah.
We might just have to rub that side with the front end.
Rub it a little bit.
Well, you are, aren't you?
Not quite. You can come a little more.
I think it needs a couple inches. Come look at it.
Good? We clear there?
Looks like we are.
Oh, we're good. Okay. A little bit toward me. Yeah, right there.
And that just kind of rolled the weight onto the hitch right there.
Probably good, huh? Right over the... I can control it with my strap.
You could leave it hooked up too in case you need to pull it forward more. If you get any wig wag.